I have lived by the ocean in Essex, Massachusetts for the entirety of my life. The sea is a central aspect to my identity, connecting me with the people I admire and the activities that I love doing. The following story illuminates the impact that sea level rise has had on my community. The summers of my childhood revolved around the ocean. Various activities such as boating, fishing, jumping off my local pier, and wakeboarding filled my everyday life. The ocean has had a monumental impact on my upbringing, shaping the world around me and the environment as I perceive it. Living in a small fishing community, I've begun to appreciate all that the ocean offers us. Until recently, my family and I lived in wistful ignorance as to the effect that sea level rise had on our community. This past winter break, on January 4th, a bomb cyclone, as they call it, hit our neighborhood and flooded the streets surrounding my house. As you can see in the images above, the rising tide had flooded my street to the point where I was unable to leave. More recently in March, a second bomb cyclone hit the northeast, flooding the streets of Canoma Point even further, submerging cars, mailboxes, and crashing waves across my front porch. Sea level rise is a global issue affecting communities other than just my own. Here are two cups representing sea level rise during two different time periods. Between 1901 and 1990, research shows that sea levels rose between 1.5 and 1.8 millimeters per year. Between 1993 and 2010, research shows that sea levels rose approximately 3 millimeters per year. Further research suggests that the data between 1901 and 1990 shows that sea levels were rising about 1.2 millimeters per year as opposed to 1.5. This actually indicates that sea levels are accelerating at a faster pace than we previously thought. Remco Charroux, a remote sensing scientist at the European Organization for the Exploitation of Meteorological Satellites, sheds light on this phenomenon.
The sea level is rising by 3 millimeters per year, and we even start to see an acceleration. But where is all this water coming from? For one thing, we are melting land ice. Glaciers are retreating everywhere around the globe. The edges of Greenland are rapidly melting. In Western Antarctica, the ice sheet is thinning. Another reason why sea level is rising is because we are heating the oceans. Greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, and 93% of that heat ends up in the ocean. When water is heated, it expands. So that too will cause sea level to rise.
The above image depicts my neighborhood during the current global temperature. Were sea level to rise by 0.5 degrees, significant portions of the land would be impeded upon. Were global temperatures to rise 1 full degree Celsius, my entire neighborhood would be underwater.
Talk about the word that you used, bomb cyclone. So many people don't really understand what that is. So let's break it down for you. Meteorologically speaking, it is a strong storm when the atmospheric pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours or less. In layman's terms, what this really just means for us is this is a storm that rapidly intensifies. And these usually go on to be incredibly powerful storms. And that was the case with this particular storm. Just look at some of the really strong wind gusts that came in. Barnstable, Massachusetts, 93 miles per hour. Nantucket, Massachusetts, 90 miles per hour. Even Boston picking up a wind gust of 70 miles.
The wind is still a factor, so is coastal flooding. Near Portland, Maine, storm surge left its home teetering on the edge of the Atlantic Ocean.
The plan is to lift it and move it back a little bit, I believe, but it's a lot of things that have to happen before that happens, so we're just trying to keep it from going anywhere.
It was pounding. It was hitting the seawall and going above the telephone poles.
Homes and businesses flooded by several feet of water, that water then freezing in place, trapping entire streets of cars.
This happened all in a matter of 45 minutes.
Lifeboats deployed in the roads, pulling loads of pedestrians to safety. And just south, a family trapped in their home was rescued by a tractor climbing into the bucket.
The new concept of eco-engineering attempts to provide natural solutions to man-made problems. A man-made reef of shells close to the shore stimulates algal growth through the creation of barnacles. Sediments that are deposited by the algae promote healthy plant growth nearby the coast. Mangroves are a great example of a coastal plant that lessens the impact that the waves have on the shore. This adaptive strategy has been used widely in Bangladesh, and hopefully it will be adopted by local communities such as my own.